Are you one that deals with back pain, mid-back pain, and you have one of these lying at home? Join us on this episode of Under the Rig as we go through some untapped hidden gem movements that you can do with just this. So what we're going to look at here is a good way to mobilize your hips, the rotators in your hips, all the while getting some strength and activating in this opposite leg. So you're going to take your foam roller, you're going to put it right onto the inside of your knee, the medial part of your quadricep here, and then making sure we have a good straight up and down angle between our ankle and our knee. You don't want to be too far out or too far in. And what you're going to do is you're going to press against that foam roller, hinging at the hip as far as you can with a good neutral spine. And then what we're going to do is internally or externally rotate, that hip out as far as we can, pulling it up and forward, out in front of that foam roller, tapping down, and then simply reversing that by internally rotating as far as we can, getting back into extension. If need be, tap that foot or rest in between. But you're trying to get that hip to open up all the way across and over that foam roller and back. Really trying to create as much range of motion in each of those positions as possible. One of the sayings we have in here is do not disrespect that exercise. You're going to feel that everywhere. Again, this lead leg is firing, it's stabilizing, and then we're working on that mobility through that hip. Do anywhere between 5-8 reps on each side. This next one we're going to look at with the foam roller is a mid-thoracic rotation. Really good for everybody. We see that as we do get older, people stop turning and rotating as they get stuck at a desk or if you're driving a lot. So one, it's great for anybody and everybody, but if you're one of those that as golf season's coming up and weather's getting warmer, throw this one into your warm-up routine. You're going to take that foam roller. I'm going to have you hinge at the hip as comfortably as you can with your feet just underneath your hips, pressing into that foam roller at both sides, and then keeping your head positioned forward. And you're going to rotate open to one side as far as you can. Keep that head stable. That way you don't turn and you're shifting through your hips and your knees are collapsing in. We're just trying to get that mid-back to rotate open as far as we can to each side. Core is engaged, shoulders are engaged, because again, you got to stay active, squeezing that foam roller as much as you can. And we can do 5 or so reps each side on this. One way to progress this and make it a little harder is find a wall, get into this kickstand position, hinging at the hip, and then again, rotating. You can do one side, you can do both, adding another layer of stability and some strength through your hips. This next one, we're going to take that foam roller right at the wall. We're going to do some thoracic press-ups with the arms and the shoulders. What this is really good for is we see in the fitness industry a lot of people, again, let's go back to the desk job workers or people that are driving a lot or even just have poor posture. They are unable to free and move their scapulas, their shoulder blades, right? Getting some of that neck pain, that mid-thoracic pain. So taking that foam roller, shoulder height right at the wrist, stepping out just a little bit, and then pressing up as far as we can. Trying to drop that chest right towards that wall, and then actively with your lats, pulling that foam roller back down. Pressing up as far as you can, making sure you're pain-free, core is tight, and then pulling back down. And what you're trying to get your shoulder blades to do as they sit here between your spine, on either side of your spine, we're trying to get them to rotate up. So we're elevating and rotating, right? Get them to go around your spine and your rib cage. Again, up and through. And then back down. Again, 10 reps or so, whatever feels comfortable. Lastly, this fifth movement, we're going to take it down to the ground. We're just going to use that foam roller to put right between our knees. I'm actually going to squeeze a little pressure onto it, and you'll see why here. And then what we're going to again work on is opening up into this T-spine rotation as far as we can, and then closing it back down really good to open up that anterior line, your pecs, your delts, some common muscles that get tight on a lot of people. Can really hinder your breathing even. And we're going to open up as far as we can towards the floor. Now the purpose of this foam roller, squeezing it actively, is to make sure we don't start to open up our hips and have this false sense of mobility. So play with that. We're keeping the hips fixed. Nothing's rotating here. We're only rotating through our mid-back. Great to add into your warm-ups, even a cool down for your routine. 10 reps or so each side. Thanks for joining us this week on Under the Rig. And again, this is not to treat or just cure or get rid of any pain by any means instantly. But I promise you, if you throw these exercises into your routine, they will help with some mobility and in return, hopefully help with hip pain, back pain, mid-back pain, all of those things. And also, again, we said, great for the general public, great for anybody to throw into their routine. Also, those that are getting out on the links this summer, throw that into your warm-up. I promise you, you're going to feel a lot better this summer.